I think the strength of the college is in its members. And I think as long as members are engaged with the college and prepared to put themselves out and put themselves forward to improve the lives of their patients and their colleagues, that the college will survive and will go from strength to strength.
I'm the chair of the National Association of GP Trainees, and I'm enjoying this post, and I'm looking forward to rallying the trainees together to support college. And I hope that I can be active in other committees and in council in the future to help make a good thing even better.
You know, I've seen some of the younger doctors coming on, and they're, you know, they're so enthusiastic that they've such knowledge base, and that they're going to different parts of the world. They're bringing back experiences. I think you know, I think it's really terrific, and I think there's a vibrancy about college, and I think that the more we receive that the better it'll be both for college and of course college is the members.
I think from the perspective of talking to those coming after me who are currently maybe thinking of a career in general practice or on the training schemes, certainly I remain very hopeful about the future. There are turbulent times going on at the moment, and I haven't been around for the last 40 years to look back on things that would have happened many years ago, but some of my colleagues have gone ahead of me may have already spoken about that. I do think though that our training as we have it at the moment is excellent. I think we're well placed always to deliver a very important service for patients for the future, and I think looking to international models, general practice is becoming increasingly important as part of primary care for the delivery of healthcare in all countries. There's no reason to think that Ireland will not come into line with that.
I'd see it as a way to continue to be involved in general practice with my peers, whether that's CME meetings or helping to drive the discipline forward. I think involvement in the college for everyone should be of importance going forward, depending on what level suits any given general practitioner.
You know, we are the college. It's not somewhere vaguely up and Dublin that people get letters from every now and then. I think college has to be down here. We're in Clonmel, or we can be Cork or wherever.
I've always felt that retired GPs should be a resource to college. But we did discover that a lot of retired GPs who, for various reasons, who may wish to continue some work such as sitting on appointments boards or sitting on or mentoring and that type of thing, would feel more comfortable if they continued to be on the register, on the specialist register, and this was becoming increasingly difficult. We have settled down now to having 9 meetings, which are run very much on the small group principle. And I suppose that we all felt that we had, in fact, most of us been founder members of the college, that we had felt that we had gone into college with the expectancy that it was lifelong learning and that we would continue until we decided the time had come to let go.
We have a fantastic opportunity to set the agenda and actually get the resource that we need, and have a position where we can have more collaboration with ancillary services and primary care to deliver for our patients, and actually make a career in general practice more sustainable, where we don't have to work 10 sessions a week, where we have time for our professional education, where we have time for all the things that allow you to sustain a career over a 35, 40-year period.
Primary care has to be developed. General practice has to be at the heart of primary care. Without us at the heart of primary care, it isn't primary care, it's just community care, and we had that back in the 70s.
I think it's a fantastic job. It's wonderful being an integral member of a community, whether it's on an island, in rural Ireland, in urban Ireland. Being a GP is a very rewarding and important job. So in that regard, there's opportunity here. But the broader concepts of terms, conditions, resourcing for our patients, and also the involvement of our profession at academic and union level, they are major challenges that I think make every trainee and younger GP very concerned about the future.
I think we have to be more and more leading rather than reacting, but I think that we do have a duty really to stand up and say, look, this is what we need to do for the patients of Ireland. To develop, maybe use this as an opportunity to grow into something even better, you know, and that might be what I think that's what's going to happen now.
I'm hopeful that the future is bright. We're at a time where there's a lot of uncertainty in this career, but I hope that in the future the policymakers will realize that general practice is the answer to most of the problems that healthcare systems all over the world are facing. I hope that general practice will get the resources that it needs to tackle most of the problems.
If we accept there's going to be a closed budget, and if you have, as I have, an unshakable belief that what we do is good and effective and at the right price, and if you believe, as I do, that hospital medicine is not effective or at the right price, then it means that we have to advocate for a transfer of funds from secondary care into primary care. And that's not going to be pretty.
The nature of general practitioners will drive things forward despite the challenges that are put in place.
I'd sleep easily at night. Obviously, like most of our colleagues, I'm greatly concerned as to what has happened to our country. Our country has been savaged in the last 5 to 6 years. And we are, as you said, despite the fact that Ireland has gone through the greatest economic collapse in economic history, we are still delivering a service and a quality service in general practice. I would like to think that GPs will be listened to, because in our hearts we want what is right for our communities.
I think an exciting area for the future of general practice in Ireland, and I would have seen this internationally having worked in other countries, is we are very well set from a training perspective to deliver really high quality chronic disease care for our patients. Now, it needs to be properly thought through in terms of how that will happen and properly resourced. But in that circumstance, I think that general practitioners in Ireland are very well placed to deliver that. And I think that's quite exciting, and I think it will be both fulfilling for the GPs and will have a significant positive impact on the health of the population. And I think that has to excite you looking forward.
And I think therefore what the college is, it's a community of people who are passionate, care deeply about what they deliver, and the college provides a very professional platform with educational support and standards to allow that to be delivered in a collegiate fashion. And I think the importance of the college can't be underemphasised. I think that the college has had a fantastic vision at its outset. I think it's now time that we look where we go now for the next 30 years in college. And I would hope that as a younger GP who's involved in college, that I would have an opportunity to contribute to where the college sees itself going over the next 30 years.